Join me as I take on the challenge of tracking my food for 30 days, straight to see just how much it changes my life. Tracking food has been a game changer for many people, and its popularity has been growing exponentially over the past few years. But what's really behind this trend? And how can something as simple as keeping track of what you eat have such a profound impact on your life? That's exactly what I want to explore in this video. Before I started tracking my food, I was in a rut. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and I had no idea what I was putting into my body. I didn't realize how much processed food and added sugars I was consuming daily, and it was taking a toll on my health. I had no energy, I was constantly bloated, and I just felt sluggish all the time. I knew I needed to make a change, but I didn't know where to start. I also struggled with portion control and mindful eating. I would eat in front of the TV or while scrolling through my phone, and before I knew it, I had devoured an entire bag of chips or a whole pizza by myself. I had no awareness of my hunger and fullness cues, and I would often eat out of boredom or emotional triggers. It was a vicious cycle, and I knew I needed to break free from it. Looking back, I realized that I was also using food as a coping mechanism for stress and anxiety. I would turn to comfort foods or sweets when I was feeling overwhelmed, which only made me feel worse in the long run. It was a pattern of self-sabotage, and I knew I needed to find healthier ways to deal with my emotions. I stumbled upon food tracking when I was researching ways to improve my overall health and wellness. I downloaded an app and started logging my daily eats, and it was eye-opening to see everything laid out in front of me. At first, it was a bit tedious, and I would often forget to log certain meals or snacks. But as I got into the habit, I started to notice patterns and trends that I had never seen before. As I continued to track my food, I started to make gradual changes to my diet. I began to cut out processed foods and added sugars, and I started to focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. I also started to pay attention to my portion sizes and mindful eating habits, and I began to listen to my hunger and fullness cues. It wasn't easy, and there were times when I wanted to give up or fall back into my old habits. But the more I tracked my food, the more I started to see changes in my body and my mind. I had more energy, I was sleeping better, and I felt more confident and empowered. There was a pivotal moment when I realized that food tracking was making a significant difference in my life. I had been tracking for a few months, and I had lost a significant amount of weight. But it wasn't just about the number on the scale. It was about how I felt. I had more confidence, I was more energized, and I was finally able to enjoy foods that I love without feeling guilty or ashamed. Tracking food has been a total game changer for me, and I'm so grateful that I took the leap and started doing it. It's not just about losing weight or getting healthy. It's about developing a healthier relationship with food in your body. It's about becoming more mindful, more aware, and more intentional about the choices you make. So if you're considering starting to track your food, I highly recommend it. It may seem daunting at first, but trust me, it's worth it. You won't regret it, and you'll be amazed at the changes you can make in your life. Thanks for watching, and if you have any experiences with food tracking, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos for more health tips and tricks.